thanks to our chairman, sir, who has taken initiation in inviting Dr.S.Karuna, sir. And I also welcome Professor Krishna from AP&IT. And then along with us, we also have our principal, sir, and other members in the house. It's always known fact that the youth like you could be always trained on the right line. Though it is not a welcome fact for many youth who are teamed up with young blood, knows that the blood says, okay, we are ready, we don't require the right, we don't require any more the sensational direction. But you know, right direction is always helpful. In order to keep such kind of right directions, our institution is always on the forefront in conducting series of lectures. One such kind of an invited talk today that is coming to be quite possible in the presence of Dr.S.Karuna, sir, who also acts as an invited presenter today. He who goes to talk about career guidance, a way of life, and this talk is going to get conducted in association with AP Young Thinkers Forum, the very sensible line that is really pricking the mind of youngsters. Some of them have asked me, what is that liner, sir? Andhra Pradesh Young Thinkers Forum. Maybe you are all young in age and then young in mind. You can think young like me, right? So thanks to have all your time, presence, and then patience beyond everything. Okay, I'm very happy to see for the past 10 minutes, you were silent. You're not actually violent, right? So silence, violence, both of them have an interesting space where we have to recritic that space. So between the spaces of silence and violence, how we can recritic, that is what the new modern way of life. So keeping this in view, I would also love to request our chairman, sir, and principal, sir, to bring the guest along with other guests of honor to the dais among the claps of all of you. We have Venkat Krishna, sir. We also have Karan Raj, sir. Karan Raj, sir, is sitting now, and Venkat Krishna, sir, joining him. We have our chairman, sir. We have our chairman, sir. And we also have our principal, sir, on the dais. Among the claps of all of you, I request a boy. Before going further into the action, I take my liberty in asking both the principal, sir, and chairman, sir, to reserve your comments at the end of the talk. And I also request Venkat Krishna, sir, to give away few words quickly, and then we'll get into the mainstream of the invited talk on career guidance, a way of life. Venkat Krishna, sir, is a computer science professor from Kurnool IIT. I heard from him, and then he is also going to support in several ways most of the computer science engineers, teaming up with their interested opinions, sir. So I request you to speak out a couple of lines.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Very good. So, before starting my comments, let me thanks your chairman, Madhu Garu, and principal and vice principal for inviting us to here. And I won't take much time as we have a special guest with us, Dr. Raju here. So, I mean, let me talk about this Andhra Pradesh Young Thinkers Forum, because the top one you may be knowing because you are studying here. So, I may not talk about the Lendi College. Apart from that, if you look at the Andhra Pradesh Young Thinkers Forum, So on behalf of Andhra Pradesh Young Thinkers Forum, we have been conducting series of lectures to the youngsters across the state. So our intention is we wanted to create awareness and motivation to build the nation. So as part of that today, I mean, when we were looking into the good college in this region, initially we found Lendi College. So we thought it is the best college to do the activity here. So thank you, Moreover, again for supporting us. So the topic is career guidance and a way of life. So as you all are youngsters, so I mean, let me tell you one thing. So I mean, as I heard, you all are in the first year, so you have a lot of way to go ahead. But what I suggest to you is you start working from now itself, because if you realize at third year or final year you can't do anything. So the best way is you start preparing for your exams or for any career exams or anything. I strongly suggest you start from now itself. The success for anything is the only way is hard work. So hard work and hard work, and be responsible. So let me tell you one thing. I mean, as I was listening from your chairman, so most of you people came up with a fee reimbursement scheme. How many of you are coming from with that scheme here? So I mean, okay, thank you. So let me tell you one thing. The fee reimbursement which you are getting from the government of Andhra Pradesh is with the taxpayer, from the taxpayers. So even if you take your security guard, he's earning 15,000 or somewhere, and at the end of the day, he goes to the shop to get the groceries. Even if he purchases a paste or if he purchases soap, he will be paying tax on that. And with the tax money, you people are studying here. So that means indirectly he has a right on you also. He can question you how you are studying. So with that responsibility, I mean, by keeping that mind, you be responsible and you pay back to the society whatever you are getting from the government of Andhra Pradesh. So with this, I will conclude my remarks and let me invite our chief guest, Dr. Karuna Garu, to deliver his comments.
Thank you, sir. Before I call you, I have something to read about you, sir. right? Still, he has produced what all the best that he can. And he is definitely a best example for all of us.
Minds of our country also, just to make them their minds ignited for the strong India, which is very bigger target. And I welcome all of you, students of this prestigious institution, boys and girls, and respected ma'am sitting here, and supporting staff. Great opportunity you all extended to me just to interact with you and to meet with your minds. Realize that the impediments you are facing with him, slowly, slowly it becomes the environment becomes a sort of a friendly environment. Am I right or not? That I felt during my 12th class or graduation first year. After that, two-way interaction started because we also have to give some presentations, and they are there. They are giving their opinions, not judgment. Underline this point, not judgment. We are not judgmental. We are here to improve. Whoever is presenting, we are here to improve. Whoever is the jury there in classrooms when we were presenting, they used to tell, you see, Raju, you have to do like this. And there is no cutting of marks. The best part was they used to encourage. And finally, when I reached my final years, we started performance. I belong to a stream which is called veterinary sciences. Have you ever heard veterinary science, animal doctor? Have you seen?
Yes, sir.
How it is possible here? Nobody is there. Because here are all human beings. Veterinary doctors are available in mostly in rural areas, labs, or some polyclinics, some dairy, what all I can say, dairy plants, something like that. There we started performance at the level of 4th year or 4.5 years. We have to start treating animals. Start treating animals means you are playing with the lives. One animal, another who is treating, because it may kick you. Because humans won't kick. But animal, if it feels pain, unless until you properly restrain it, it will kick you. For example, an elephant. Unless until you properly secure an elephant, can you treat it? It is playing with your own life also. Lives of the team as well as life of that particular our elephant. One has to be more careful. While as a student, I was not so much careful. But once I started working, I realized that I should be more careful. Then I thought that why teachers were always telling, yeah, you should not do this, you should do this, you should not do this. Then after 4.5 years, once I completed 4.5 years, then only I could realize why our professors, why my faculty members were so insistent upon particular way of conduct, behavior during my professional life. Now I understand at class 5th, class 6th, our students, children, they are presenting in schools. Do you know that? So the small kids, they are going to school and they are presenting. They go to dais. They go to dais. Small kids. Small kids. They go to dais and they present whatever they are, small poems and small 4 or 5 lines of prose, some stories. I have not done, never done that. You see how the education is changing. It has become, it is now two-way and multi-way. That is why it is called multimedia. No? It's multimedia. It produces sound, it produces picture, it produces so many things. Multimedia presentations. Therefore, what all, just I start with the point is that now times are changing. And times will always change. Because change is the, what changes what? Rule of the nature. Hai. Change is the rule of the nature. Tomorrow, today, both are same? Never it can be. Change is the rule of nature. Therefore, while studying, while choosing your career, one must keep in mind the changing nature of the society. Changing nature of society. Unless until you know the changing nature of the society, how can you plan your career? Is it possible? First of all, let us understand. Would you like to plan for your career?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure. Because there is no voice.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
What type of planning? Money planning means how much you want package. What package you want to have? That is one. Because money interests so many things. Your mind also gets attracted towards money. The one plan is about money. Am I right or wrong? What is the package you want? In crores or lakhs? In crores or lakhs? That is why there are certain colleges, certain institutions are called professional colleges, professional institutions. jewels, ratnas of our India. Have you heard recently Mr. Shivam, ISRO director?
Yes, sir.
Looks very ordinary. Looks very, very ordinary. The tremendous pride he has given to India. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? He looks pretty ordinary. Have you ever seen his picture?
Yes, sir.
He looks pretty ordinary, very normal. This boy is Amitabh Bachchan. He's pretty normal guy. But the achievements he has brought to India. I should make my India proud. I also feel that if we really plan, really think, we can bring laurels to not only our village, our country. You see, 140 crore population, our country. If you bring a small name, it is in the world map immediately. Whatever small thing you do, if anything is done in India, is world record. You know, no? It is a world record, no doubt about it. If all Indians spit, అందరూ ఇండియాలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు అందరూ మూస్తే కనుక ఒక దేశం కొట్టుకుపోతాడు. 140 crore population, if all spit at same time, one country would be washed off. Such is the strength of India. India is nothing but you, me, professor, our young professor, ma'am. But unless until we focus upon what we are going to do, then the question will remain is what you are, what you are going to do, how much you would earn, how much power you wield. Anybody wants to wield power? Power kavala meeku andarki?
Yes, sir.
Kavala power kavala?
Yes, sir.
Enta power kavali? Chala kavala? Just enta kavali cheppandi. Can you quantify in 2-3 words? ఎంత పవర్ కావాలి? Just I would share my dream with you. I had a dream when I was studying my graduation. In that dream, I always used to get the feeling of I am getting down, that is alighting, coming out of ambassador car. At that time, ambassador was the symbol of power. White ambassador car with one attendant with a small belt, red belt, carrying files, and I was getting down, and I am giving away land pattas to farmers. That was my dream. That was my dream. In graduation, I used to get this dream many a times. Many a times. I used to share with my friends, here, I am getting this type of dreams. Normally laugh at people. Normally people laugh. Our friends are the first people to laugh.
Yes, sir.
Because immediately whatever you say, they will laugh. They laughed at me. Hey, what is this? Are you a collector? Then yes, sir, I want to become collector. I said to them, I shared with them, I wanted to become collector. Then I said, with these knowledge levels, can you become collector? You see, so relevant question they raised. So relevant question they raised in front of me, in fact, in my face. Yeah, with this level of understanding, how can you imagine that you would become a collector? Then I realized that, yeah, what more you need? Like you said that, na, lot of power I need. What is that power? Just you have to tell that this much is the power, quantum at least, some definition of power. So I shared my power with you. I wanted to become somebody who wants to give certificates of land to me, to somebody. That was the dream I was having. I realized this dream after 7 years after of that dream. Can you imagine? I finished graduation, focus, started preparing. While I was studying, became, and my character was so fortunate, so kind enough. On the first day itself, you see, what God makes all these things. I don't know. The moment I just entered into a district, my collector gave me a job. Really, he said that go to that place, Mandal place. There all these papers are ready. You just have to distribute these papers. They're all MROs, MDO, these people are there. My collector, as a trainee collector, I was under trainee. The first day job was this for me. You see, my dream was in graduation. All friends, professors, nature, everything came together to see that my dream is realized. Not only myself, all these people they helped me. On the first day itself, I realized that I was so happy. At that time, there were no mobiles, only landline phone. I took my landline phone, rang up to my institution. My friends, yeah, told, I said, yeah, I was doing this. So happy. You see, realizing your dream is not difficult. A person like me can realize the dream. You all can realize your dreams. But the thing is that you have to have a dream, whatever it may be. Like Steve Jobs, like Abdul Kalam, like Shivamji, or like your chairman sir, or your professor who was there here, who was giving some introduction to me. You should have focus on you have a dream. Not required. Required, not required. Required. There are exceptions. Not required people also attain so much of heights. But there are exceptions. Exceptions will not make a rule bad. Can it destroy a rule? There are exceptions. For example, there is exception for light. Make the rule of this light direction travel. Will it make that principle irrelevant? It is the main principle. The main principle is light always travels in straight line. It is the principle. That's all. But exception is there. Like that, academic excellence is a must, but there are certain exceptions. For example, Gandhiji. Normally people wear clothes. No, people we wear clothes. Gandhiji used to wear very scanty clothes. Our Jati Pita, Gandhiji, only loin cloth. No? But this is exception. To become an exception, you should have great courage. Greater courage than what an excellent man has the courage. Am I right or not? Because anybody is wearing normal clothes, they can travel. Can you travel without clothes?
No, sir.
Or without with this scanty clothes?
No, sir.
Is it possible? Can you think of? But Gandhiji traveled not only in India, worldwide. Queen of England at that point of time, whose reign was paramount in the world political affairs. Queen welcomed Gandhiji. We must be proud of Gandhiji, na? But he was wearing scanty clothes. Such a brave man, courageous person. So therefore, my point is here that academic excellence is an important thing. But not having academic exceptional would not stop you, should not stop you. You may become more important person than what? An academically superior person. But it requires more courage. Courage, planning, dreaming, and pursuing with your plans. That all comes with the teamwork. Just I introduced 2-3 concepts. As a normal discussion, I was introducing concepts to you. Normal persons can do anything. That's what first principle I said. Na Shivamji? Shivam, he looks very ordinary. But now, even NASA would respect Shivamji and India. Normally looking like you and me. Means any normal person can achieve top goal. Any normal person can achieve top goals. The best example is only Nellore. Nellore district ISRO is Nellore, na? Nellore, just a stone throw away from our district. If a strong man of your college, he throws the stone, it would fall in the Nellore district. Such a nearby. But we should feel that such a tremendous, stupendous personalities are there around. If you feel that your institution feels that, I am pretty sure that few people may become to the level of our great scientists. Quite ordinary. And second thing I said that little bit of planning 4 pillars. If you want to go to some administrative sites, only 4 things, not very big. Excellence in your own subject. First. And second thing is some general studies. Daily 4 hours. Can you read 4 hours? 4 hours is possible. Very difficult. 4 hours. 4 hours.
Yes, sir.
How many hours?
4 hours.
Can you study 4 hours?
Yes, sir.
What studies?
Academic.
Opening book and sleeping. That sort of study would not take anywhere. Only 4 hours. Focused study. From now onwards, I am pretty much sure that you would become chief secretary. Only 4 hours. 4 hours you want to read? When? Pata nahi hai. I don't know. Oh, just I was joking. Only little bit of small steps that what I wanted to tell you. You are young kids, you are not very senior people. Young kids, you should not get scared of the task. That's what my objective is. You should not get scared of. Why we should get scared of the tasks and targets? Only 4 hours you read apart from your studies, general studies. Then talk to your friends. Don't be aloof. Nowadays, the biggest issue is students are slightly becoming aloof. Am I right or not? Because of gadgets. Because of these gadgets, we are aloof to our own friends. We don't talk to them much. We always be busy with our own mobile screens. Some Facebook, some YouTube, or some Instas, or some whatever it is, some social media. Kindly cut that social media time. Only 4 hours. Focus and study. At least 1-2 hours talking to your friends. I am not asking for 6 to 7 hours. No. Only 1-2 hours. Talk to your friends. It is a must. You have to exchange ideas. You must know how to communicate. You must know how to communicate. Talking to your friends only about picture and others, they would not serve any purpose. That is also important. You do that. That is important for recreation purpose. For career purpose, you have to talk to your friends about your plans. Had I not shared my dream with my friends, they would not have helped me out, suggested me what to do, how to go about. I think that would help you if you start discussing with your own friends. That would help you in planning things for your own self. And fourth thing, what I said to you, आप लोग भूल गए होंगे, बच पे रहा,
Courage.
हाँ,
Courage.
हाँ माँ,
Courage.
बच पे रहा,
Courage.
हाँ, courage అని చెప్పారా? నాలుగే కదా నేను చెప్పింది. ఒకటి excellent academic excellence ఉండాలి కదా. It is a compulsory. We are not exception. There are exceptions. You may be 4 or 5 people may be there in this hall also who are exceptions.
That's good.
Definitely there would be there because there are exceptions. There are rules. There are exceptions. But majority, we all belong to a common class. That you will end up with 1 crore package. 1 crore package is so easy for you. Here I maybe around 200-300 students are there. 90% would end up in 1 crore package. And 10% may get more than that. I am not talking now because you have to spend 4 more years. Take inflation into account. You are not taking inflation into account. That is why you said lakhs. I said no. Inflation is there. The rupee value would come down. So automatically your package would go up. Provided that you plan for that. Crores must be your target. If I talk to a normal person, a small, what should I say? Self-help group, have you heard of self-help groups? Self-help groups.
I said.
Have you heard of? SHGs. Have you heard of?
Yes.
When I talk to them, I ask them how much you want to earn. I always tell them at least earn 1 lakh per month. I always share with them because there are 15 people in a group. 1 lakh means 15 lakh per month. 15 lakh per month should be our target. Unless until we dream big, it may be a self-help group, it may be a student group, it may be an engineer group, it may be whatever it is. Unless until we dream big. వివేకానంద గురించి మీరు వినే ఉంటారు కదా, విన్నారా? స్వామి వివేకానంద, యోగి ఆఫ్ అవర్ ఇండియా. స్వామి వివేకానంద వినే ఉంటారు కదా మీరు. ఆయన ఏం చెప్పాడంటే, టార్గెట్ తక్కువ పెట్టుకోవటమే పాపం అని చెప్పాడు. ఇఫ్ యు ఎయిమ్ లెస్ ఈజ్ ఎ సిన్ అని ఏదో చెప్పాడు స్వామి వివేకానంద. మరి మనకు తెలుసు కదా, ఆయన అంటే మనం పూజిస్తాం కదా, పూజించమా? ఎందుకంటే భారతదేశంలో పుట్టిన అత్యంత మేధావులు అండ్ ఇంటలెక్చువల్ అండ్ డివైన్ పీపుల్ లో ఆయన ఒకరు, వివేకానంద. ఆయన సింపుల్ వర్డ్ చెప్పాడు, ఇఫ్ యు ఎయిమ్ లెస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ సిన్. మీన్స్ మీరు ఒక ఎయిమ్ తక్కువ పెట్టుకుంటే అదే పాపం అని చెప్పాడు. అంతకంటే మనకు ఎవరు చెప్తారు చెప్పండి? అమెరికా నుంచి వస్తారు చెప్పడానికి. మన ఇండియాలో మన యోగులు మన ఋషులే కదా మనకు చెప్పేది, మన డివైన్ పీపులే కదా మనకు చెప్పేది. వీఆర్ ఫార్చునేట్ ఇండియాలో మనం పుట్టినందుకండి. ఎందుకంటే ఇండియా ఈజ్ ఏ దైవ భూమి కదా, తెలుసుగా మీ అందరికి తెలుసా? ఇండియా ఈజ్ ఏ దైవ భూమి యాక్చువల్ గా. అందుకే మనం వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు లీడ్ దిస్ వరల్డ్. ప్రధాన మంత్రి's dream is Vishwaguru India. Have you heard that? Vishwaguru India would happen only students like you, younger generation like you, make your targets, achieve your targets, dream big, achieve your dreams, show direction and path to the world. India going one direction means world is going in that direction, because 140 crore population. Entire Gulf countries economy would be run by whom, you know? Indians. Entire Gulf oil operations, the merchant navy operations of Gulf countries, these Saudi Arabia, Qatar, so many countries are there. Economy is run by our Indians. NASA 25% engineers Indians. Britain health system basic backbone Indians. Britain మీకు తెలుసు, లండన్, అమెరికా, ఇంగ్లాండ్ one of the best health systems in world. It is called NHS, National Health System. He is run by Indians. Australia now, New Zealand, so many Indians are going, and they started so many big business in Australia and New Zealand. You see, wherever Indians go, they become leaders. Wherever they go, they become leaders, because we have the strong foundation of spirituality in India. Spirituality ఉంది కదా మనకి. Spirituality ఉండటం వల్ల, as we have spirituality as our foundation, we tend to finish off our targets. We reach our targets. At the same time, we don't cause loss to our neighbors, because our stated objective is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Do you know this? What is that? Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam means entire world is one family. Such a laudable object any other country has? No other country. India, because people like us, people like you, younger generation like you are going to various parts of the world and making your presence felt as leaders. You see, Google, our own person, and the Tesla person is yearning to come to India. Who is the Tesla person? Musk. He wants to come to India. Previously, before 10-20 years, we used to go to America for cars and others. Now he wants to set up factory in India, because now people who have that economic power is growing leaps and bounds in India. Who are those people? Like you, engineers, doctors, professionals, and financial services. All these careers are open for us. Once you are an engineer, you may specialize in MBAs, financials, marketing, or legal professions, your own subjects. Because sky is the only limit for us. The vistas are open. All these windows are open because now multidisciplinary studies are there. Even engineer would become some other specialist because that sort of education is coming up. So world is realizing the leadership capacities of India. Who are leaders? You are the only leader. Not our generation. This generation is over because they have set up their institution, they are running. But future belongs to whom? You are the people, you are the students, you are the young generation. You are going to be the young leaders of this country. Andhra Pradesh, wherever you go, Delhi, wherever you go, in the other countries, wherever you go, you should become leader. Because leader, the quality of leader is ingrained in Indian DNA. Where? DNA of India. DNA of India itself is that. It's a leadership capacity. Capacity to lead. Capacity to lead the world. Not small countries. Indian DNA is a leader's DNA, has a capacity to lead the world. COVID has struck and we handled better than any other developed country. We Indians have managed COVID better than any other developed country. Have you seen the photographs of Italy? When COVID was struck, all the dead bodies were just tagged up before hospitals. Italy, such a big developed country. America. But in India, that situation was not there. We managed quite well. Have you seen hospitals where these dead bodies were there in India? No way. No way. You see where this strength has come. Leadership. We all big leaders. Whatever the field you are in, you may be engineer, you may be doctor, you may be legal profession, you may be an entrepreneur, you may be industrialist, you may be an academician, you may be a supporting staff. We all are born leaders in India. That is now world is realizing that. You all 400-500 students here who are there, they are leaders. You are not realizing because your age is less. Now you started realizing your role in your society. Now this is the time you start learning, you start understanding. Such is the greatest capacity and the potential in you. Slowly you will realize these are the education institutions which play a very important role in shaping your leadership roles, leadership capacities. So that is why always we have to be thankful to our education institution. That's why we call them alma mater. No? Alma mater we call normally. Do we call alma mater? మనం తల్లి సంస్థలు అంటాం కదా. మీరు ఎక్కడి నుంచి చదువుకున్నారంటే మనం ప్రైమరీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ గురించి ఎవరు చెప్పరు కదా. ఎవరైనా చెప్తారా? గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ చెప్తా ఉంటారు. అవునా? ఎందుకంటే there actually you started the blooming. Your mind started thinking. You started your planning to your career. You started your thinking process. You started your entrepreneurial capacities. There, these institutions, where you do your graduation. That is why normally worldwide we call the graduation where you graduate is alma mater of that particular person. We have to realize that now this is the right time for you. Graduation after 12th class, because till 12th class you are quite young. Now this is the taking off period for you. Taking off, it is like plane taking off, rocket taking off. The less time you take to take off, you will reach so much of heights. My request, my humble request, my suggestion to you all is that take less time for takeoff. Take less time for takeoff. More time for rise. If you talk more time for takeoff, the time would be left very less for your rise. All young students, young minds, this is the right time to see that you, as per your plans. If you think that you are taking more time, cut short. Talk to your friends, talk to your parents, talk to your academic faculty members, talk to your management, talk to your consultants. There may be some counseling specialists would be there in your institutions. Talk to them. Leave the shy part of your personality. Are you shy? बहुत shy आपका. Shy है क्या? Are you? Do you feel shy?
No, sir.
No, you are shy. That is why if I ask questions, very few people respond. If I interact with a group of IAS officers, do you think I can complete 2 minutes of talk? No. They raise so many questions. So many questions. I used to raise questions. They start raising questions. Because I left the shy part of my personality. But anyway, you are young guys, younger generation, still you have to learn. But my only suggestion is leave that delicate, that shy part in your academics, in your career path, in your planning, in your execution. Because shyness makes you timid, and slowly you will retract yourself into cocoon. If I request anybody to come to the dais, very few people would come. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
That is the litmus test. For anything, there are some litmus tests. To find out some particular solution is one acidic or basic. Just put a small paper, small strip. Such a small strip. It would tell. We cannot tell. That paper would tell. That paper would tell. We may be somebody, some 100 marks in chemistry, 100 marks in chemistry, but still he cannot tell whether that solution is acid or base. He would not tell. He may say that, no, give me some paper, that litmus paper. So for any personality, for any person, for anything, there are some litmus tests. There are some basic principles, thumb rules. In your career counseling, career planning also, these are the thumb rules. These are the basic principles. Leave away your shyness. Be brave. What I said, be open and be positive. Come to dais and talk. It may be foolish. It may be foolish. But you are the better fool than who are not coming. That is why, just a small example, we have a cultural program in colleges. Very few people participate. Rest of the people only audience. But from here they would comment. They comment, they whistle, they boo, whatever they say. But they won't go and they won't perform.
In our college, we have a language laboratory practice. Everybody has to come forward talk. Yesterday there was a girl, name immaterial, NX, started bitterly weeping because she doesn't want to face the
Audience.
bigger gathering. Later in the evening, when I started inquiring about her, she made 5 talks on her computer, recorded, left so successful.
Give a big clap to her. You see the litmus test, sir have given evidence. Evidence based means Einstein type of studies. Evidence based. These are the litmus tests. My request, my suggestion to you, to all students, and you are very young, quite young, around 18s, 19s, around your age would be. Come out of that. Come out of your shell. Come out of your shell, yourself and your shell. Talk to people, whatever it is, particularly your academic faculty. Talk nonsense, no issue. It would help you in your career planning. I am pretty much sure. My professor surgery guided me to go to Hyderabad from Tirupati. Unless until if I postpone my talk with him, I would not have got the advice from my professor. He said that, Raju, you want to become an IAS officer, go to Hyderabad. I was studying in Tirupati, Balaji's place. Balaji na apna Edkondlawada Venkatramana Govinda. So I was studying there. I was studying in Tirupati. But my professor knew about me because I was sharing with him, sir, I want this, how to do this. He suggested me, as soon as I finished off my graduation, he suggested me, don't stay here, you go to Hyderabad, their opportunities are better, you may succeed in your endeavor. That was his suggestion. So I followed, he helped me also to get my seat in Hyderabad. I moved there, had my feelings are kept to my own self, I would not have seen success in my life. I have to share to my teachers, parents, your classmates, and plan for that. So therefore, while you plan for your career, don't be shy. Come out of yourself and come out of yourself. Share ideas, share knowledge, and share information. I was one of the top 10 in India in interview, IAS interview. नहीं, तालियां बजाने से कुछ नहीं होता. तालियां बजाने से कुछ नहीं होता. Means if you clap, nothing would happen. This happened because I shared my ideas with my friends. I shared my ideas with my friends. I reproduced the interview board in Delhi. They were convinced with the ideas and they gave me excellent marks. So the point is, litmus test is that you have to have your friends, talk to them. Don't feel that if you talk to them, your marks would get reduced. No way. Knowledge is one thing that if you share, it would grow. Knowledge is such an asset. If you share, it would grow like anything. At least it would reduce the mistakes of our knowledge. So therefore, all students, young minds of this great institution must understand, while planning for your career, whatever it may be, an engineer, artificial intelligence or machine learning or computer science or chip making. Chip making is a good business, no? My mama's ladka is in AMD, is there, na? AMD. Huh? What is AMD? The chip making, no? There are only two. One is Intel, and another is AMD. So two only, no? But in video gaming, AMD is now overtaking everything. Video gaming. You see, AMD. That boy is a very normal guy. He finished up his graduation like this, BTech. He got this campus selection, AMD. Now he is one of the topmost people here, or top 10. He is in the top 10. My own relative. Small, normal guy like us only. So there is nothing can stop you from reaching any highest point in our lives. Nothing can stop us unless until we stop our own selves. Manam aapunte tapanichi, nobody can stop us. Nobody can stop us. And another thing is, follow right direction. If you want to go to VIZAG, take a road which takes you to VIZAG. If you take bus to Srikakulam and ask driver to go to VIZAG, he would say that, are you full? Take VIZAG bus or take VIZAG some transport which takes you to VIZAG. means your direction and the right track. That makes your career planning absolutely top class. Top class. Direction is very, very important. And in the first year itself, you must choose in what direction you wanted to go. You are in first year? Now you just go and relax and think. Yeah, which direction I would like to go? Should I become an entrepreneur or some developer? Developer is the biggest challenge is artificial intelligence. Now anybody needs to write that program? No way. You open Chat GPT and give task to that. Yes, Chat GPT, I want a program where these are the conditions. I want a headline where blue is there and lettering is like this. And within so much of this thing, within 2 minutes, within 2 seconds, it would come. Chat GPT, do you know? Are you using? Then what is the point of learning these languages? See, whatever, there are so many, so many languages. No? Means the challenges you have to face are multi-pronged in the coming days. The technology is so fast. Today you see one thing, tomorrow it will be obsolete. Tomorrow it would not work. The challenges you face are much more tough than what we were facing in our generations, in the faculty members who are sitting there. The times have changed and the challenges also, the nature of challenges also changing. With time, you have to face so many challenges. Therefore, you must, I have said that, take off quickly. Rise. Take more time for rise. Quick take off. Whatever the fashion you want. You want scientist, you want entrepreneur, you want economist, you want to be institutionalist, you want academician, anything it is, whatever you decide as per your taste and interest. But choose quickly. Choose quickly. Persist on that. Put good effort. Take your friends' help, your academicians, academic faculty help. Keep your eyes glued to your target. I am pretty sure that you will become Karodpati by the time you finish off your graduation. I think by this time all would become Karodpati citizens after 4 years. I want to see, because if you become Karodpati, India will become rich country. My target is that. My target is not only to see yourself, because I look from different angle. You all become Karodpatis, India would become super rich nation. So my target is that. Your target is for yourself. Today I am talking to you because I have a swargam. I am selfish to see my country strong. That is my selfishness. Because this country has given me lot many things to me. So it is my job to see that my country is benefited from my intellectual capacity. If I share my ideas, if I talk to people, if they get convinced, they become rich. They become rich by intellectuality. They become rich by knowledge. They become rich by information. They become rich by the financial resources. My country gets benefited. My country would become strong. That is my object. So in that objective, you are the real people who are the building blocks, and building blocks, proteins. You are the building blocks. On your shoulder, this country's future stands. Therefore, dear students, at this end of my talk, my humble request, my humble suggestion to you is that follow 4 simple principles. You would see success like anything. Whatever you touch, it will become gold. Whatever you think, it would become reality. Whatever you dream, it would become a reality. Only 4 simple principles, what we have suggested, what we have spoken. So with this one, I think I should stop talking. And if you want to pose any question, any tough question, I am ready to answer.
questions? Hey, quickly, those who want to ask questions, please stand up at your places. The microphone would turn up. And now, Satvik, Mohan Satvik is ready.
Satvik sir,
Hi sir,
hello.
sir, myself CH Mohan Satvik, and my question is that how was your journey while you are preparing for civil services?
It was very easy and simple. It was easy and simple because my parents were totally supportive. My faculty member, they knew that once I become veterinary doctor, I would not stay in that field, and they realized that this guy would go. So they also started supporting me and my friends. At most important thing is that knowledge levels. I increased my knowledge levels tremendously within 4 years. 4 years, because like graduation, you see, after this there are 3 more years. Like you, from your stage, I started. In 4 years, I could manage a certain level of capacities to enter into civil service elite circle. That is general studies, that is all quality, economy, all those things. These are required, but it is very easy unless until you focus, it would become difficult because there are at least lakhs of people compete. There are only 100 odd. At that time, it was only 50. In India, only 50 vacancies were there when I was writing. Entire India, only 50. Now there is, it seems the number is around 120. 120 IAS. But 120 people are getting, we can also be a part of 120. If 120 is there, even one is there, we can be that one. Nobody can stop you. If there is zero, then you have to invent. But there are certain things available already. India is so good and so compassionate. They have India, Bharat Mata has provided us with so many of opportunities. But the thing is, you have to rise to that level. For example, in Olympic, 100 meter is 9.6. 100 meter sprint, there is 9.6 seconds. You have to you have to finish up that sprint. You have to get ready for that. If you want to go for by 1 hour, is it possible? 100 meters means 9.6, that's all. Try for that, you would be there. Gold medal, Olympics. So you should know the target and get ready for that.
Sir, now that you have become an IAS officer, was your hunt for the power? Is it still satisfied or like?
Yeah, I was not looking for power. I was looking for a support to other people. Because power is to support. If I have the power to carry 100 people, if I don't carry even one, what is the use of that? At least I should carry. So power is for that. Power is public power. Power is public power. Actually, it is not individual power. Please don't misunderstand. Power is always public power. Power is, there is no individual power in India. That was gone. 1947, August 15. Do you know that? Private power gone. There is no private power. Only public power. Either it vests in legislature, MLA, MP and ministers. It vests in bureaucracy, whatever they want, small to big. It may be judiciary. These are the three. One informal wing is media. These are the four wings of power. But power is of. Try to understand this. I should make it very clear. Power is not individual power. Forget about that. There is no individual power in India after 1947. No. Absolutely no. It is only public power. Now, I think I have made it clear. Our power is for public. Public gives power to us, and it is for the public. That's a public power. If anybody says that I am powerful, you say you are a fool. Very safely you can say that you are a fool. You don't know the meaning of democracy. Power means public power. It seems I am clear to you. That is, I don't have personal power, no. Raja Maharaja జమానా में रहता था बापू. రాజా జమానా ఉంది కదా, అప్పుడు ఉండేది పవర్. తీసుకురండి ఇక్కడికి 4 కొరడా దెబ్బలు పట్టండి. You have heard in only stories, not right now it is not. But sir may be knowing, he may be knowing. आप भी आपका जनरेशन में है नहीं पता नहीं. Old generation they would be knowing what Raja. Now it is nowhere. It is not there. Public is powerful. Okay. Thank you. Babu. Sir.
Option is for her.
Acha, option is for her. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mark. Babu.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Jyotsna. Sir, firstly, thank you very much for guiding us. Sir, you have motivated us now and we'll definitely work on it. But the main challenge comes when you have to stay persistent on something. Now that we are motivated, we'll start working now. But for few people, it's a week, for few, it's a month. Sir, how to overcome that thing when we get demotivated and how to stay persistent in long run?
Very simple questions you are asking.
Sir, that's the challenge I face every time. I get motivated, but after few months or few weeks, I get demotivated by myself always.
Okay. There is nothing called motivation, there is nothing called demotivation. That is only your personal persistence. We may give names, somebody motivates, somebody demotivates, but your personal persistence. If you decide I can persist, if you decide that I don't persist, because it all innate, helped by group, your friends, your rest of the environs. But the main is your own self. If you persist, nothing can stop. Your persistence wavers. Some days you persist, some days you may not persist. That is only because you decided for that. Because you decided to ask question. Anybody can stop you?
No, sir.
So that is the answer. If anybody decides, nobody can stop you. Nobody can on this earth. Just it is not possible. You tell me one person who decided and somebody has stopped him. Nobody. You have no example for that. He might have decided not to continue. He might have decided not to persist. But he decided to persist. It would happen. Nothing can stop. Nothing can stop. Means that it is only persistence. There is nothing called demotivation. Persistence. You have to persist. Because results are not immediately visible. You may be wanting results should be immediately visible. Results are not immediately visible. Because you are, as per your objective, it may take some time. So till that time you have to persist. And you have to convince.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
బాబు అమ్మాయి గారు నిల్చున్నారు ఇక్కడ.
Option is for him. You can come forward.
అవునా
We'll save time. Thank you.
అమ్మా
I am Harshita, sir.
హాజీ.
I want to ask you that how do you deal with that Punjab people during the elections because they are the strongest minds to control.
Who said that?
What we feel now.
You feel that is what it is. You feel they are strongest people. I feel that I am more stronger than them. I feel that because the Harshita's feeling was quite understandable because Punjabis normally look very tall, hefty, very healthy, big hair, beards, mustaches, turban. Many people wear turban also, and they looks aggressive. They look aggressive. There's no doubt about it. But they are not aggressive. They're very good people, open-hearted. And if you tell them the reality, they would say that, Namaskar, thank you very much. I said, that is the. And apart from that, you have all the courage and the public power to deal with. If you just, I given a small example. One chief minister is that side, entire population is this side. Who is more powerful? That is the answer. Power is not there in individuals. No. This example would clarify your doubts, na?
Yes, sir.
Power is there in the public, and I was acting on behalf of public. MLA, chief minister, whoever it is. If chief minister, one example, chief minister wanted to use helicopter because by घर में helicopter नहीं रहते हैं ना. At home, very few people would have helicopter. Am I right or not? Therefore, CM wanted to use helicopter. If everybody is having helicopter, it would be common for him. Because maintaining helicopter, owning a helicopter would require certain amount of system as well as resources. Because you need to have a hangar to keep that maintenance. For every 3 months, certain hours of flying, it requires a lot of maintenance. That is not normally possible. But state is having helicopter. Means you, me, sir, Krishna sir, we all are having helicopter. And we have given it to whom? Chief Minister. That we have to realize this. This point is very important. It is not CM's helicopter. No. Whose helicopter it is? Correct. I realized that. As a CVO, Chief Electoral Officer, I know pretty much that helicopter is not yours. Helicopter belongs to state. State means public. So during elections, I won't allow you. He was very grumbling. Both strict, you are very strict, don't give permissions, this, that. But I said, sir, it is not possible. Because I feel power of public. Because I am handling public job. I am not handling, I am CEO not at personal capacity. No way. Public job I was doing. Public power is there. You have to take decision as per rules and regulations. Then people will realize. Then CM also realizes. So therefore it is very easy, wherever it is, either Punjab or Andhra Pradesh or Odisha, wherever it is. If you go by the rule is public. No? It is very, very easy. Very easy. But if you feel that you want to side with somebody, then problem starts. Problem starts, you would crumble under pressure and it would cause your health problems. And later on you would face a lot of difficulties. So whether it is Punjab or anywhere, elections are same. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to win, na? They will come up with a lot of aggression. But they know that nothing is possible. They say that, sorry, thank you. But offer a tea. You can offer tea. Tea de sakte hai na? You can give tea because that is how the public gives money. During election times for CVO, there is no cap of expenditure. For a small state like Punjab, I spent more than 360 or 370 crores to conduct elections. Because I planned for that. So for this thing, I need 360 crores only for 3 months. Planned, got money, used it. So like you plan for your career, I have to plan for that. So it is easy. So person's look, it doesn't matter.
And one more thing is the major duty of IAS officer is to maintain the transparency in his office.
One of those things is transparency, accountability, and priority. For example, one person comes with a accident, is a accident victim, and normal person is there. Priority is accident victim. We have to decide that. So these things, manage the public of a district as a district collector, manage department as a secretary with the help of minister, chief minister, and cabinet. Cabinet, cabinet is mantri, jo around 10-12 ministers are there, come together under the chairmanship of chief minister is a cabinet. It is called cabinet. So these are normal things.
As we are engineers, we have seen some problems outside in the society. If we have to mention those developmentary ideas, to whom should we?
Right, and right now all social media, CM handle is there, X handle is there. You can write collector X handle is there. All social media, you can write anything. You can write in me, not abusing. You have to write whatever your problem. Many times they are addressed.
And one more thing is, how do you feel in Labas Nursery? Is it beautiful?
Yeah, obviously. The Labas means many may not be knowing.
The training academy.
Training academy's name is called, short form it is called Labasna, LBSNAA, Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration. LBSNAA, Labasna. Good place, cool place, good training, good food, good friends, and you would be taken around the country by the public money. Very good, excellent.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir. My name is Suresh. My question to you is, what are the mistakes that UPSC aspirants do in their preparation?
ఓ అప్నా అమ్మాయి గారు చెప్పారు కదా అప్పుడు అమ్మ నీ పేరేం పేరు మర్చిపోయా జ్యోత్స్న గారు చెప్పారు
I mean, major and minor.
అది మేజర్ ఆవిడతో చెప్పింది అదే మేజర్ మైనర్ అన్ని అవే యు డిసైడ్ నాట్ టు పర్స్యూ యు డిసైడెడ్ దట్ ఐ హావ్ టు డూ సంథింగ్ అండ్ అగైన్ డిసైడెడ్ ఐ యామ్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు డూ దిస్ అండ్ దే షుడ్ నాట్ బి కంప్లీట్ means whatever you decide, persist with that. You want to do computer science, persist with that, finish it up. But you want to do something and you are not doing that any effort to fulfill that, then it is not possible. You have to persist with that. మీరేమనుకున్నారో అది చెయ్యాలా, అంతేగాని అనుకొని చేయకుండా ఉండకూడదు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీరు ఇప్పుడు లెండి మన ఇది కదా లెండి కాలేజీకి రావాలి, లెండి యూనిఫామ్ వేసుకోవాలి కదా, లెండి కాలేజీకి రావాలనుకుని లెండి యూనిఫామ్ వేసుకోకపోతే ఎట్లా వస్తారా ఇక్కడికి? గేట్ దగ్గర నుంచి ఆయన పంపించేస్తాడు బయట. అటు ఉంటారు కదా ఒక ఆయన సెక్యూరిటీ, మీరు మా స్టూడెంట్ కాదు వెళ్ళిపోండి అని చెప్తారు. అవునా? Therefore, if at all you want to do something, do it sincerely. చక్కగా మంచిగా తయారయ్యి ఐరన్ చేసుకుని మంచిగా టై కట్టుకుని లెండి వచ్చేసి వేసుకుని ఇక్కడికి రావచ్చు. ఇట్ లుక్స్ గుడ్. అలాగే నువ్వేం చేయాలనుకున్నా, ఇప్పుడు కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ మీరు ఏదో చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారు అనుకోండి, కంప్లీట్లీ యు సీ లేటెస్ట్ డెవలప్మెంట్ అండ్ చెయ్యాలనుకున్నా చేయకుండా ఉంటే మెయిన్ ప్రాబ్లం మంది. యాక్చువల్ గా మనం చెయ్యాలనుకుంటాం, చాలా మంది సినిమా హీరో అవ్వాలనుకుంటారు. అవునా? ఇక్కడ కూడా చాలా మంది అనుకోవచ్చు సినిమా హీరో అవ్వాలని అనుకుంటారు, అంతేగా దానికి సంబంధించిన ప్రయత్నాలు చేయరు. ఇప్పుడు ఏదో కొంతమంది ఉన్నారు కదా చాలా బేసిక్ నుంచి హీరోలు అయ్యారు. పవన్ కళ్యాణ్ ఉంటారు కదా, పవన్ కళ్యాణ్ ఉన్నాడు, నాని ఉన్నాడు, రవితేజ ఉన్నాడు అన్నారు, ఆయన చేశారు. అంతే కదా. చాలా మంది వెళ్ళారు కానీ అవ్వలేదు కదా. అనుకున్నది చెయ్యాల. ఈ రోజు మనం అనుకుంటే ఆయన హీరోలు వెళ్ళాడని కుదరదు, ఆయన హీరో అంతే అయిపోయాడు ఇక. బట్ మనం అనుకున్నది చేయాల. మీరేమనుకుంటున్నారు?
వాంటెడ్ టు బి ఇన్ సివిల్ సర్వీస్. అదే మీరు సివిల్ సర్వెంట్ అవ్వాలనా అనుకుంటున్నారా? 4 గంటలు చదువు. మరి డైరెక్ట్ అడిగి 4 క్వశ్చన్ ఎక్కింది కదా, ఎందుకు 4 గంటలు చదువుకోండి. చెప్పాను కదా నేను, 4 గంటలు చదువుకోండి, జనరల్ స్టడీస్ కంప్లీట్ గా చదువుకోండి, ఫ్రెండ్స్ తోటి ఉండండి, డైరెక్ట్ స్టడీ ఉండాలి, ఏం చేస్తే కదా, అంతే. ఏం అవసరం లేదు మీకు. మన శ్రీకాకుళం నుంచే కుర్రాడు తెలుగు మీడియం టాపర్ అయ్యాడు. శ్రీకాకుళం నుంచే కదా, రోనంకి ఓపెన్ యూనివర్సిటీలో గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ చదువుకున్నాడు. ఓపెన్ యూనివర్సిటీ కదా, కాలేజీ కూడా పోలా, ఓపెన్ యూనివర్సిటీ చదువుకున్నా. పెద్ద డిఫికల్ట్. మీరు అందుకే చెప్పి అమ్మాయి ఎవరు అడిగితే సింప్లెస్ట్ ఈజ్ సివిల్ సర్వీస్, చాలా సింప్లెస్ట్. ఎందుకంటే ఈజీ, నీకు తెలుసు, ఇగో 120 జాబ్లు ఉన్నాయి తెలుసు మనకి, ఇదే చదవాలి తెలుసు, ఈ 4 పనులు చేయాలి తెలుసు, నీకు తెలియదు అది ఒకటి కూడా లేదు దాంట్లో, అన్ని తెలిసి చెయ్యాలంతే. 4 గంటలు చదువుతావా? ఆర్ యూ రెడీ టు స్టడీ ఫర్ 4 hours? అయిపోతుంది.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.